My name is Jonathan, and I will be covering electronegativity. So you might be wondering, what is electronegativity? Electronegativity is a measure of how strongly atoms attract bonding electrons to themselves. The higher the electronegativity, the greater an atom's attraction for electrons. The electronegativity of elements increases from the bottom of a group to the top, meaning francium has a lower electronegativity value than hydrogen, and increases from left to right across the period. Ionic compounds are formed between elements with broadly differing electronegativities, and they tend to be ionic compounds with ionic bonding. Examples of ionic compounds are potassium fluoride, lithium nitride, and magnesium oxide. Covalent bonds are formed when atoms share electrons. This sharing allows each atom to achieve its octet of electrons and greater stability. Atoms of elements with similar electronegativities tend to form covalent bonds. Examples would be methane, ammonia, and water. Methane is the simplest organic compound that contains covalent bonds. A polar covalent bond is basically a bond in which the electronegativity difference between atoms is between 0.4 and 1.7. Covalent bonds can also have an ionic character, and an ionic character is essentially the difference of electronegativities between two atoms in an existing compound. Electron distribution between atoms are not symmetrical, and a polar covalent bond is a covalent bond in which the atoms have an unequal attraction for electrons, so the sharing is unequal. Electronegativity and bond types. Nonpolar covalent bonds have a range from 0 to 0.4. An example would be hydrogen gas, since hydrogen has two hydrogens that are with the same exact electronegativity value, meaning its value can be 0. And moderately polar covalent bonds range from 0.4 to 1. An example would be HCl. Very polar covalent bonds range from 1 to 2. Example would be hydrogen fluoride. And ionic bonds range from 2 to anything greater than that value. An example would be sodium chloride. Bond strength is when the larger the value of the electronegativity, the greater the atom strength to attract a bonding pair of electrons. So if you had, let's say, a hydrogen and an oxygen compound, meaning it's in hydrogen oxide and hydrogen with bromine, which is hydrogen bromide, a hydrogen oxide bond would have a greater bond strength than the hydrogen bromide because the hydrogen oxide's electronegativity value is 1.4 compared to the hydrogen bromide's electronegativity value, which is 0.7. And that's all. Thank you for watching.